seam now as Rideau. First down. Lemon delivers another pass to Brandon Rideau.
And Rideau does a nice job getting up the field here. He's the widest man towards the top of the screen on this play. He's just going to come underneath a little bit, but he throttles. He finds a soft spot instead of just running full tilt. Jerome Dennis, the halfback, had started to pursue hard to the outside because he thought that Rideau was going to settle out there, but after the catch, Rideau took advantage of Dennis's momentum and beat him back to the inside.
3 catches for 50. Boyd blocking again. And Chad Lucas again coming up from the backfield. And once again, another play where Corey Boyd is the main blocking back and not getting a touch.
Well, Boyd and the Argos know that he's going to draw a lot of attention from this Hamilton defense. They're trying to do a lot of things off play action. And you see the reaction to those run fakes. Watch number 71 on the end here, Garrett McIntyre. He thinks the ball's going to Boyd and actually wraps him up. That buys Cleo Lemon a little bit of time to throw that football.
Chad Lucas and Joaquin Bradley both down on that play. Lucas going to the sideline. Bradley still on one knee. 11:18 to go in the third quarter. A 14-point Ticat lead. Black and gold. Tiger Cats defense has done an exceptional job keeping the Argos out of the end zone. Second down and 7. Flared out for James Robinson again. Cuts back, has the first down and a little more. And here the Argos go again into the red zone, which is inside the 20-yard line to some, or perhaps the danger zone to the Argos. They have not been able to convert it into a major score today.
Well, and Cleo Lemon keeps this drive going with good recognition. Hamilton's going to bring the blitz on this play. Sometimes you don't have enough blockers to pick up everybody, in which case it becomes the quarterback's responsibility to take one of those guys himself, i.e., he's got to get rid of the football before that guy gets there. That's exactly what Cleo Lemon did with the safety blitz from Dylan Barker on that play. Throwing the football hot.
3 times the Argos have been to this area as Corey Boyd goes over and gives his best to Matt Kirk, who is being attended to. 3 times the Argos have been down here and they've only been able to come away with 3 points. The NFL season kicks off Thursday, a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. Brett Favre and the Vikings take on the defending Super Bowl champion New Orleans Saints. Live coverage begins on TSN 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Will the Argos be able to get this gorilla off their back here? 2 interceptions and a field goal and 3 trips to the red zone. Look at this to the far side. Oh,
did you feel the ground shake?
There was just a tremor. Chris Van Zyl not normally doing that kind of route.
And not in a hurry to do it again.
No.
Apparently. Now Van Zyl is at the end of the line, but because he's that end man at the line of scrimmage, they've got 7 men. He is an eligible receiver on the play. He reported to the officials before the play. But man, did he land hard on his tailbone.
Listen in. .3 on the Richter.
300 pounds. Coming down hard.
Jim Barker.
Now the problem in this, when you're the Toronto Argonauts, Chris Van Zyl's your starting right tackle. Now he's hurt. He's out for 3 plays. Jeff Keeping is already into the game for an injured Cedric Gagne-Marcoux. Jonathan St. Pierre is the only other offensive lineman. He's a natural inside lineman, a center or a guard. So there's going to be someone playing out of position here. I suspect that Taylor Robertson or keeping is going to have to bump out to that tackle spot.
Van Zyl, not known for his pass catching, but does make his first reception of the season. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. On this drive, Cleo Lemon is perfect. 7 for 7 for 55 yards. Jonathan St. Pierre will be at right tackle. And Boyd to the end zone for the touchdown. And finally, the Toronto Argonauts find the end zone.
Hey, get your ass over here. What the fuck you doing?
And they run it into the house.
And Jonathan St. Pierre, the new guy in the lineup, does a pretty good job blocking out on Garrett McIntyre. That helps open up a lane for Corey Boyd. You can almost hear Matt Dunnigan in the studio saying, thank you. Give the ball to your best player.
Bradshaw with the point after. And the lead is now 7. Thanks to Corey Boyd. You can log on to NissanArmchairHero.com. Brought to you by Nissan. Shift the way you move.
Well, and the shift hurts the Hamilton Tiger Cats on this play. Otis Floyd in the end, Justin Hickman exchanging responsibilities. Floyd shifts to the outside to contain the play. That leaves nobody in the middle. That's the space he vacates is exactly where Corey Boyd runs.
Ball is given up for a single point. So the Toronto Argonauts with their first touchdown of the game, thanks to Corey Boyd. Almost the look of defiance on him.
Every running back wants to get the ball on every single play. Corey Boyd's no different. He's a guy who knows he can make a difference for his Toronto Argonauts team with the football in his hands. It's opened up a lot of space for teammates with play action and so on, but still wants a chance to make some plays himself.
Kevin Glenn, play action. Arlen Bruce up to the 45-yard line. Let's go down to Claude Feg on the sideline once again.
Well, Rod, we're actually in the stands with the Ticat faithful, and if this face looks a little familiar, it probably should, because this is Kevin Glenn Sr., Kevin's dad, up here from Detroit with the extended family to come see the game today, and I guess so far pretty good results for Kevin. What do you think when you watch him play?
Right. Think about a lot of things. I'm growing up playing Little League football, playing college football in high school. Hamilton's a good place for him to be.
Yeah, and he's been in the league a few years, so you maybe have gotten a better sense of what Labor Day means, playing in a Labor Day game. What does it mean to you and to see him play at Labor Day?
Labor Day means a big thing. A lot of people getting together, the stadium's full, and Kevin enjoys playing in Hamilton on Labor Day.
So when you look at Kevin's career, you said you've gone through his plate in Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, now Hamilton, and I was asking you what you think about this grand old stadium that's kind of on its last legs.
Well, I like the stadium, but it's a little old. Can't wait for the new one, but Kevin enjoys it. My family does too. It's only take us 3 hours to get here.
Right, and that's the best part. You're so close to home, and I guess for Kevin, it looks like he's finally found a home here in Hamilton.
Right, we hope so.
Thank you.
Ball is picked off. Mr. Glenn will not be happy about that. Kevin Glenn hit as he threw the football. And intercepted. Alex Busby right in his midst.
Well, Alex Busby, number 96, typically a defensive end, drops from the left side of your screen into the middle. That's certainly a place where Kevin Glenn doesn't expect to find a defensive end. And the little trick call works out for the Argos defensively.
Another turnover here, this one by Hamilton. The Argonauts have a lot of momentum going here. Lemon has time going down the sideline, and Jeff Tisdale all over Chad Owens. And as fast as Chad Owens is, Jeff Tisdale was on his back.
Well, it seems like Jeff Tisdale has been everywhere in this ball game today. That's just the latest. Early in this ball game, big knockdown on Brandon Rideau, followed up by an interception at the goal line. Another touchdown saving play. Big hit earlier here in the third quarter. Jeff Tisdale has been challenged here today, but he's been up to the task.
Second down and 10. Sideline pattern and unable to hang on. James Robinson. Would have been a first down.
Jason Shivers arrives a half step after the football to create a little bit of an issue here. They're on the outside on this play. Number 4, James Robinson. Shivers, the halfback, responsible for getting out to that flat. Does just that. He gets his left hand in there to pop the ball loose. Great defensive play from Jason Shivers.
Jamie Borum kicked it through the end zone a few moments ago and kicked it into the first row. Now there's a penalty flag because the ball went in the air before the 20-yard line. We'll step aside. Kevin Glenn will be back to work in a moment. House here at Ivor Stadium. Stadium built back in 1930 for the British Empire Games that began football here in CFL in 1950. Some people without seats. Standing room here for this one. Wouldn't want to miss a Labor Day Classic. Even from out there, you can still cheer against the Argos. That's what they do here. On Labor Day, they look forward to this game. It's a rite of passage. Kevin Glenn, last possession, threw up an interception. This time to Maurice Mann on the far sideline. Squirmed ahead and is about a yard shy of a first down. For many players, they say this is when the season officially kicks into gear. Midway point. Get you ready for the postseason. If you're not playing good football by now, you better be, or you're not going to make it.
Oh, and even as you look around the league and see how many playoff races are already underway, even the teams whose records may not be that impressive at this point have kind of sent notice in recent weeks. Edmonton with an upset over Saskatchewan. You had BC going into Montreal, the most difficult place in the league to win on the road. The BC Lions come away with a victory, and it kind of serves notice. These teams are coming to play in the second half.
Well, start rolling, get your momentum going for November. Don't forget the Battle of Alberta right after this game. The Edmonton Eskimos in Calgary to take on the Stampeders. Quentin Porter in for short yardage, second down and inches. Porter is stood up, but then his second effort gets the first down.
We've talked so much about how emotional the Labor Day game is every year, but how it's taken on particular importance this season because of how close these teams are in the standings. We look at what this game means to the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They've already won the season series against Winnipeg, 3-1. They lead against the Argos 1-0. If they win here today, they win the season series. They clinch it as the teams only play 3 times. They've still got a couple games ahead against Montreal, but the bottom line, they will have won the season series, which is a tiebreaker against 2 of the other teams in the East.
Shoestring, no catch. Marquay McDaniel. So it will be second down here, just under 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Again, the Cats come in after winning 3 straight. An auspicious start to the season, 1-4. A lot of people didn't expect that the Tiger Cats would limp out of the starting gate, but they did. Argonauts 5-3. Win today would tie them atop the East with the Alouettes. Glenn has time, goes over the middle for Stala to the Toronto 45. And one of the best receivers on second down makes another clutch grab, but Kevin Glenn took another hit.
Well, Dave Stala went into one danger zone to go get this football. Kevin Glenn was in one himself as he threw it. He took a big hit and was very slow to get up on the play. A tremendous concentration from Dave Stala. Mr. Second Down, Mr. Clutch, leading all Canadian Football League receivers in converting second downs into first downs. Great pickup for the Hamilton Tiger Cats a year ago as a free agent.
Chance to come back and play in his hometown. Glenn takes it himself. Picks up a couple.
Well, Kevin Glenn, a little bit like Anthony Calvillo in this regard, a guy who's not noted as a running quarterback, but does it just often enough and just effectively enough to keep the defense honest.
His dad doesn't look anything like him.
Well, his dad looks like his little brother.
My goodness.
That is about the youngest looking senior I've ever seen.
Kevin Glenn Sr. 25 friends and family from the Michigan area. And DeAndre Cobb, we have not mentioned his name a whole lot here today. Did have the first touchdown of the ball game, albeit from 1 yard, but DeAndre Cobb gets the ball and gets a first down.
Cobb coming off his biggest rushing output of the season 2 weeks ago against the Toronto Argonauts. 99 yards on the ground in that game. Seemed like he was starting to get things going after a slow start, but he has been quiet here today.
First and 10 again. Over the top again, and then Cobb trying to break free on the left side. Straight on. DeAndre Cobb looked like he might have been stopped for a loss. Was able to advance it a few yards.
Well, DeAndre Cobb got a little bit of help on this play from a great block from Dave Stala. Keep an eye for number 88.
Oh. Jordan Younger on the receiving end of that block. Second down. 9 yards. Will it be Stala again? Far side. Marcus Thigpen. First down.
Again, this is the scary thing about Marcus Thigpen. Everybody knows his reputation as a kick returner. But this is a guy who, although listed as a running back, also has some experience as a receiver, both in college and in a few NFL camps. So good hands, and we know he's good in space. Gets some help with a block from Matt Carter. Another first down for the Ticats.
Red zone time again for the Cats. Glenn to the end zone, touchdown, Dave Stala. And what will he have in store for us today? Oh no, he is not. That was a bat. I thought he was going to kick it through. He was thinking about it.
Good idea, bad execution.
Yeah, that was a bad snap. Dave Stala, who's become more famous these days for his celebrations in the end zone with his feet. Uses his hands again. Third touchdown.
Stala's coming from the right side of the screen. Watch how he picks his way through space to find an opening. The linebacker, Kevin Iban's waiting for him. So he takes a route upfield to get past him, gets him turned around, and in he goes.
Sandro DeAngelis, the point after. Dave Stala's third touchdown of the season. The score now 27-13 Hamilton.